Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Commodity TV here at the Precious Metal Summit Conference in Zurich. And it's my honor and pleasure now to talk for the first time to Ken Scott, the CFO of Sierra Madre Gold and Silver. And Sierra Madre Gold and Silver, you know extremely well because we have covered this for a long, long time at Commodity TV already. And I want to disclose I'm a shareholder of the company. Ken, pleasure meeting you.
It's excellent to meet you as well.
Yeah, thank you very much for taking the time. How's the conference so far?
The conference is excellent. Lots of people here, back-to-back meetings. Couldn't ask for more.
Super, that's great. So Sierra Madre Gold and Silver, you have started with the test production. You are on the path to commercial production for silver and gold.
Correct.
And you bought the Guitarra mine from First Majestic. I think First Majestic is a 44% shareholder of you.
Yes,
which
that's
is
correct.
Great. Great company, by the way. And so how is it going with the test mining?
Yeah, so the test mining's coming along very well. So on Friday, we released our Q3 results. We had a gross profit for the first quarter of test mining and test milling, about $250,000 US. I would say that the mill's knocking it out of the park. So we're up to about 435 tons per day. The budget had been 350 tons per day. So it's doing really well. Its recoveries are high on gold, higher than we were expecting. We think that's reagent related. And the silver's a little bit under, and we think that could be head grade related. So, things are going really well. As I said, we had a gross profit for our first quarter. I can't say we're in production, but we hope to be in commercial production by the end of the year.
Okay.
That's our goal. So by probably January 1st, we would declare commercial production.
Okay, so but that would then mean that you are really stable on what now, 500 tons per day, I think, is it?
Yeah, the goal is to get up to 500 tons per day, but probably more importantly is to get into where we're actually mining the ore resource. So far, all of our production has come from off book, we'll say, which is development ore and old backfill. The old backfill was from like the 2005 era. And so its grades are still decent, but they're not the grades we're expecting when we hit the ore body. So to have basically broken even, small profit in the gross profit in the first quarter of test mining is excellent. We're probably half the grades we were hoping for. So when we get into the ore body, I'm told in the next 4 weeks, we should start to see some really good results.
Wow, fantastic. I mean, if you can really bring up the grades, let's say by almost the double, that would be outstanding.
Yes, because it doesn't cost any different to mine low-grade ore and high-grade ore. Or I won't call it low-grade ore. It's still decent. We were able to make a gross profit, but lower than we were, than our plan is.
Super. So let's talk about, let's think, 1st January, you are in the commercial production. That's all good. So for how long you want to keep the 500 tons per day? And what are the plans, let's say, to grow the whole thing?
I think a lot of it is financing related. So there's a lot of costs. At this point, the 500 tons per day is kind of a constraint with the crushing process. Our next step would be to go to 750 tons per day. That would mean mirroring or duplicating the crushing circuit. And then after 750, it would be to go to 1,000 tons per day, need one more mill, a larger mill, like the large mill we have. And then to go to, our ultimate goal is to get to 1,300 tons per day. That's what, three times where we are now. So if we're doing that and we have the higher grades, there's a lot of profit here.
Yeah, would be a nice profit stream.
There will be very positive cash flows.
Fantastic. Can you finance those expansions out of the cash flow?
That's the plan right now.
Okay,
so right now we have no plans to raise funds. Maybe if money's on sale, you always look at it. But if somebody came along wanting to finance, say, an exploration program on the East District, the East District has 8 former producing mines, And so it's an area that really excites even an accountant like me.
Okay, super. Wow. Yeah, and you also brought out your first resource estimate in November. I think that was also a real milestone for the company, right?
Yeah, it was. So when we bought the mine, which was a shares deal, 35 million US, so First Majestic owns about 44% of us. When we bought the mine, the resource was 18 million silver equivalent ounces, and our recent resource was 47.3 million.
Oops.
And we think it's going to keep going up. We
Slight,
anticipate that it will.
slight difference, I would say.
Yes. It was
fantastic.
yeah.
When you will be, let's say you are at those 1,300 tons per day. What could you imagine? And I know forward-looking statement, but just to give us an idea, what do you think could be a realistic production estimate then? Silver equivalent, or let's say silver and gold.
I would say silver equivalent, at least 2 million ounces a year.
Super.
At that level.
Yeah, perfect. Where do you see then the AIC costs approximately?
I think,
I mean, it's hard to say by now, but or all in if you want. Yeah.
Under 20?
Under 20. Okay.
All
super.
In. Yeah.
That would give still a very nice profit because we see silver prices much, much higher.
Yeah.
And so from that perspective, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Cash operating costs, I guess we'd be hoping to get it down to 18 or lower, but we'll see.
Okay.
Things keep getting more and more expensive.
Super. Yeah, that's right. But with more production, then the unit costs are going down, and that's important. Yeah.
Exactly.
Super, fantastic. Maybe you want to say 2 words to the TEPIC project? Is there still something going on, or is that on hold?
Right now, I would say TEPIC is on hold. We're keeping it current. Maybe if the correct option agreement came along, we would look to partner that. But it's an exciting project. It has very good grades. It has a decent size to it. So when we get Guitarra mine kind of under control and into the proper grades and cash flowing, I think our next priority would be the East District of Guitarra. But TEPIC is not off the table.
Okay, super. Yeah, because I think Guitarra still has a lot of exploration potential, right? I think the strike is 17 kilometers, the structure 17 kilometers.
17
right?
kilometers, many veins.
Yeah.
So I think there'll be near mine resource expansion work. We will not try to get to reserves in the conventional sense. So to do a vein system to get to reserves, it's incredibly expensive. So I think that would be,
sense.
And then you would do some drilling hopefully in the next year in the East District.
That makes sense, because that will pay out.
Exactly. In many ways.
Yeah, exactly. Drill and cashback.
That's right.
That's fantastic. Super. You borrowed money from First Majestic, I think at a 15% interest rate. When will you pay that back? I mean, it looks like really things are going the way you want it, right?
That's right. So we approached First Majestic. We had other financing options on the table. I'm not a big fan of giving away a lot of warrants. We have no warrants outstanding. And so we approached First Majestic, 5 million US, 2 years, 15%, no interest payments in the first 6 months.
That's important.
And then it's due 2 years. So about 18 months from now.
From here. Okay.
And we could repay at any time.
Okay. Super.
But, I think right now, the cash flow wise, probably we're looking at repaying it at maturity.
Okay. Super. Well, makes sense. Perfect. You said 44% is First Majestic. Who else is in the registry?
So I'd say there's about 44% is First Majestic, 26% is management and founders. So that's 70%. 30% would be a public float.
Okay. Fantastic.
We're trading maybe around 200,000 shares per day.
Great. Super. Ken,
Okay.
Thank you very much. That looks like a good game plan. I'm a happy shareholder, and I'm pretty sure once we break the 65, 70 cents in the chart, we're going to have big fun.
Exactly. And I'm a happy shareholder as well.
Super. Thank you very much.
Thank
All
you
the
very
best.
much.
Thank
Really
you, Ken.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it was Ken Scott, the CFO of Sierra Madre Gold and Silver. And you heard it. This is, the latest and newest silver gold producer here from Mexico. And the test mining phase will be now soon ending, and they are going into commercial production by 1st January 2025. That really should be declared then. And yeah, things look great, because don't forget, they are now coming into the ore, and that is important. By now they have really mined, I wouldn't say the waste, but it is really backfill material, so tailings material, etc. And when they can double the grades, think about what happens with production, costs going down, the whole thing. So this is a really, really big milestone. And yeah, as I said, I'm a shareholder. You really should check out that company. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Switzerland.